Hello internet, this voiceover is coming to you from a very sick Hexa who promised herself she would get more serious about her YouTube schedule no matter what, so here I am, and I do apologize for my annoying sick voice. But anyways, this is my February bullet journal setup, and of course it had to be Valentine's Day themed, so I'm just going over this watercolor paper with some Tombow dual brush pens and then going back over it with some water to kind of help the colors blend into each other, and then I'm going to set that aside for the rest of the bujo setup to just let it dry. Little hello jazz hands. Just wanted to add that if you hear any little shuffles or huffs and puffs, that is my dog Mocha next to me while I'm recording this. So this is my first spread, my notes and February goals page. I think the Tombow dual brush pen I used for the pink on the right side the first time is running out of pigment, so I went back over it with a different one. I'm keeping my titles pretty simple this month, so I'm pretty much just underlining them in the colors that I selected to use for this month's spread, and then just going over with my micron pens to write the title in. Under February goals, of course, I'm writing down my February goals, which are to post on Instagram every single day, post 2 videos on 365 Days Brave, which is my upcoming mental health channel, post 4 videos on my main channel, finish reading 3 books, and put 200 euros into savings. And now over here, I'm just using this cute little decorative looking paper to do a quote card, which is "Do what you love." I really love this paper. It's so cute. It's kind of like, it looks like flower petals. And then this washi tape I think is from Kikki K, if I'm not mistaken. My next spread is my content planner, and again, I'm keeping this super simple. So the way this works is that I pretty much made a little calendar sort of thing for each of my social media channels that I'm going to be doing. The 3 on the left are YouTube channels, and the 3 on the right are Instagram pages. I know it's a lot. But anyway, so I just put these, I copied out these little calendars, and the way it's going to work is that I'm going to circle the dates on which I'm scheduled to post something, and then below it I'm gonna write the number for that date, and then which post, like which video or makeup look or whatever, is supposed to be going up on that particular day. It's a lot of numbers to copy out, but you know, we'll see how this goes, and if it's helpful, then I'll probably continue using this kind of spread for the future, because I really need help with planning ahead for my content. Next up is my sleep tracker. This has pretty much stayed exactly the same from the time I first started bullet journaling. I just do the hours from 0, meaning midnight, to 23, as in 11 o'clock at night, across the top, and then on the side I do the days of the month, and then I just kind of like fill in a little bar or a little box for how long I slept. On the right half of this spread are my habit tracker and mood tracker. I think I have 7 boxes for the habit tracker, but I've only come up with 4 habits that I want to implement, so those are the only ones that I actually wrote down, but I'll keep the bottom few boxes just in case I come up with any other good habits that I want to track, but I want to try not to overwhelm myself with too many new habits all at once, so for now it's just meditate, exercise, read, and create, which pretty much just means doing anything creative, whether that's makeup or filming a YouTube video or drawing or anything like that. And then for my mood tracker, again, I've kept it pretty consistent from the start. I track 12 different moods. Those are angry, excited, happy, grateful, sensitive, calm, sad, anxious, lovely, lonely, bored, and depressed. And they all have like a corresponding color, and then I just fill in the little box that goes along with it. So I'll color in several of these every day depending on which moods were my dominant moods that day. On this spread is my sentence a day. I didn't actually do a title for this, but I just leave 5 rows for, you know, a few lines every day. This is kind of like, you know, when it's been a big exciting day, I write in my diary and I'll write like 2 or 3 pages, but this is more just for the mundane day-to-day, just to write down like a couple sentences about what happened that day so that, you know, I can remember my life, I guess. So yeah, just keep this spread super, super simple. And as you'll see, I'm about to go back over to write in the dates. Now that I've finished the rest of the bullet journal setup, I can finally go back to my cover page, and I think the first mistake I made with this is that I took off the tape too early. I think I should have left it on until I finished the entire piece, just because the paper did curl on me a little bit, even though it's watercolor paper, so I'm really not sure what I'm doing wrong here. But anyways, I would recommend keeping the tape on longer if you can. So for this cover page, I'm going over it with one of these white jelly roll pens and just doing a simple little heart print for Valentine's Day, and I only did it on the top half of the paper because the bottom 2 colors were already too light and the white wouldn't have showed up anyways. And for the actual title of February, you'll see in a moment, I used these beautiful, amazing like rubber stamps that I have that came in this beautiful little wooden box, and I just love them. They have kind of the classic American typewriter sort of font, so I really like them. They give it a rustic, vintage sort of feel. I love working with these stamps, but I will say that it is impossible not to get your fingers dirty. I always get my hands dirty when I'm opening up the ink pad. I don't know how to avoid it, so you have to wash your hands in between while you're working with these and be super careful not to get dirty fingerprints all over your piece. And I'm just trying to get this piece sort of centered in my title page, and then I'm going to stick it down. I put double-sided sticky tape on the back of it before I shot this. As you can see, I'm just peeling it off right now, and then I'm gonna stick it on for, yeah, my February Valentine's Day themed bullet journal setup. That was pretty much it for this bullet journal setup. I'm just about to do my final flip through for you guys. I hope you have an amazing February and an amazing beginning to the year. I hope the weather is warming up wherever you are, at least in the northern hemisphere. Whether you are single or in a relationship, I hope you have an amazing Valentine's Day, and I hope that it is filled with love and self-love and all of those good things. If you like my content, please go ahead and follow me and click the notification bell. Jazz hands, goodbye. Thank you for watching.